Welcome to CEVO TV. Hope you enjoy your stay, and we are about to go live with Justus Pro versus iBUYPOWER. This is going to be a best-of-3 series in the lower bracket of CEVO Season 5 playoffs. Remember, one of these teams is going to win this, and they're going to move on and get their spot at the CEVO Season 5 LAN Finals. The other team is out of it and has to fight once again for another season. But Justus Pro is starting CT side. We're going to see Flowsick currently getting in a fight with, I believe that was Steel down there. And were we into a pause already? Nope, that was myself lagging. All right, no pause. But it was just lag. So we got Flowsick over there on the catwalk fighting. We're going to see a split. Looks like two players. Lower B for T side, iBUYPOWER. Three of the other T's are actually at long A. One dropped into pit. The other two were just there to get him into the pit. Now they're rotating their way backwards into the top of mid. It looks like they're going to set up, possibly try and work something towards B. And it's going to be Dazed who's able to get the first kill. That's Flowsick who goes down. AGM trying to answer. Gets one before the trade out from AZK. And now out there in middle, that's Elegy. Almost getting knifed right there by Steel. Almost running out of ammo. AZK goes down. And Justus Pro is standing up right now. Only player left alive on T side, iBUYPOWER, is going to be Skadoodle. And, looks like they're complaining a little bit about lag here, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's been pretty smooth on my side, but
I only had that one spot of lag and it went away. But who knows what's happening here? It's going to be Skadoodle planting the bomb now. Oh, and smoking planks as he looks down from the A bomb site into CT spawn. He's going to try and cross. Peter and Elegy were right there waiting for him, though. PTR gets a 2K, and on the other side of things, AZK, Dazed, and Skadoodle, only players to get kills of their own. Justus Pro takes pistol.
yeah, the initial setup that iBUYPOWER had on their terrorist side showed that they're really confident in their ability to shoot. The first thing they did was spread out all around the map and try to catch an early pick that Justus Pro really didn't give to them, and Justus Pro did a good job of well, they didn't do a good job of giving up cat, but once they did give up cat, funneling the iBUYPOWER players across cat and planks, hit a filthy one tap with his USP to shut down, who was that, Skadoodle's support, and basically leave him alone as a lone wolf in the site. And from there, it was all about just smothering him and not giving him any opportunity. A huge first round for Justus Pro, and they are not messing around with this round, as they are just straight up pushing mid with rifles.
Oh, that's going to be Planks and Elegy just shoving their way up middle there. They're going to get 3 kills between the two. Elegy with a 2K, Planks with only 1. So now we have Dazed and Skadoodle on the run here. One is going to be at the Longhouse. The other one is going to be at the cars outside of Longhouse. They're just kind of waiting right there. And let's see, Dazed is actually in the house right now. He's got dualies. Skadoodle on the other side of things, though, only rocking the Glock. And now we're seeing Justus Pro play very, very slow here. Not really trying to push. They're just kind of waiting back. They have the bomb down, playing smart here. Don't want to drop any of their rifles early on. And we're going to have the possibility of losing either one FAMAS out of the 2, one M4s out of the 2, or Planks rocking that Pro 90. But they're not going to get aggressive. They're going to sit back and play the smart play and pick up this second round.
Yeah, they're set up really perfectly right now. No one has a gap where they can get shot in the back. Here we go. The engagement absolutely does not go in the way of the iBUYPOWER players. Dazed and I believe that was Skadoodle getting gunned down pretty easily. We've seen a lot of weird buys from teams that are both winning and losing the pistol round on this map, but I really like the very confident early buy with full rifles. It shows that Justus Pro really not messing around. They're not going to risk dropping any rounds to iBUYPOWER early on unnecessarily, but iBUYPOWER with a bomb plan of their own in the first round is going to be early buying with rifles on everyone except for Steel, who's only rocking that CZ.
So what we're going to see here is we're going to see 2 players playing at long for Justus Pro. That should be, I believe that's Peter over there and Elegy over there in the pit. So they're going with a 2-1-2 here. Little bit stiffer of a play from them with 2 players actually in the B site. Probably expecting a rush from iBUYPOWER. Look for them to probably switch this back to a 1-1-3 or that 1-1-1-2.
Yeah, iBUYPOWER also has a really deadly mid to B split that they like to do. So it seems like Justus Pro is setting themselves up in a situation where they're just going to be getting ready to catch iBUYPOWER. Let's see if they can do it.
Maybe a little bit of tape watching here from Justus Pro because they seem to be ready for this. AGM is going to peek out. There goes Skadoodle, and the bomb is going to be dropped. That's Planks picking up another one of his own. Steel is still in the site. He takes down AGM. So iBUYPOWER works their way into the B bomb site. Steel getting a 2K. Only a player on T side iBUYPOWER to get a kill yet. They got to grab that bomb and try and get that down to make this round worth it here. It will be a 3 versus 2. Justus Pro on the 3-man retake. Elegy, first one out, and he smokes Dazed in the back of the platform. Peter's going to come through the window, look right where Steel's at, take him down, and that is going to be a 3rd round for Justus Pro, but iBUYPOWER did get a bomb plant. Planks got a 2K. Swag, only terrorist, or excuse me, Steel, only terrorist with kills. He's got a 2K.
That bomb plant is going to be just a little extra money in the pockets of iBUYPOWER. That is nice, but it won't give them enough money to rebuy this round. So just like that, Justus Pro has taken real control over the game, both in terms of picking up the rounds early on, and also they're now winning the economic war. If they can just continue to hold on to rifles and keep the pressure on iBUYPOWER, they might be able to come away with this with a bunch of round wins. I don't think they could have asked for a better start, and thus far they've been really on point all over iBUYPOWER, not even letting them fully execute the strats they want, and really ending the retake before iBUYPOWER even had a chance to shut down the incoming CT. So really good job by AGM in the site to stay alive as long as he could and output a lot of damage.
It looks like iBUYPOWER is going to try and work their way out mid once again. They're going to get caught, though. Flosick was all over that. He's going to be spraying, shooting through the smoke right there. Is going to be Planks over the top of the box. Swag is directly against him. Finally gets the kill on him. AGM gets Swag out of the way at the end of that. Steel finally takes down a PTR, and then Elegy on the cleanup. That's a 2K for AGM, and a kill for Steel, and 1 for Swag. Justus Pro, perfect so far, 4-0.
Yeah, not only is Elegy slaying out of his mind with his buddy Planks with both with 6 kills, but he also hasn't even died yet. So he already has accrued over 10K in money. He has a gun for himself. So even if Justus Pro does lose a round or lose an AWPer, they are going to have Elegy as their personal bankroll to really keep the pressure up on iBUYPOWER and not let them really take back any of the momentum that Justus Pro has already grabbed for themselves. This round, we are going to be seeing Skadoodle rocking an AWP. And already moving away from looking down the mid-double doors. Flosick, I'm sure, not going to repeat that with an AWP. So it looks like Skadoodle more interested with Cat than anything.
Curious about the play that we have here. Peter is going to be all the way on catwalk with that AWP, trying to get aggressive with it. I think that was a nade that did damage to Swag. I don't believe that was an AWP shot through the wall, but it doesn't matter. Peter on the catwalk, he's still pretty aggressive with that AWP right now. Let's see if he can make it pay dividends. And iBUYPOWER, once again, looking like they're stacking up in mid, gonna try and make something happen there, try and get a pinch out. But there is 2 CTs right there ready to fight. That's going to be Planks right there, and Floki. Flosick is down, and Planks is out of the way, so middle is wide open now. Dazed and Steel getting kills there. Only 1 kill for Justus Pro, and that's going to be Ring though. He's getting flanked right now, though. Finally gets taken down. Swag trades him out, and that is going to be iBUYPOWER with a bid into the B bomb site. Bomb is down outside B. They got to go get this. That was a nice kill there from Peter. Elegy's going to peek. He gets taken down by AZK, though, peeking out the window, so we're going to have a 1v2 here. Peter's got to try and clutch this in a tough spot as the bomb is going to get planted in B. We got Dazed with 75 HP, AZK with 68, and Peter is up to 99 right now. This is going to be a really good retake here from him if he wants to win this round for his team. They're not horribly behind in money, and they actually can't win that one. AZK smokes him. 2K for AZK, and iBUYPOWER is now on the board.
Yeah, on the board for the first time this game. So a slow start from iBUYPOWER. I guess ultimately it didn't really work out for them. I kind of like the play of putting the AWP on PTR on Cat and allowing him to challenge pretty aggressively. It's pretty standard play at this point to have your ops pick mid, and by having Flosick with an AK in middle, he was in a good position to cut down as many mid to B terrorists as that would come his way, while allowing PTR to make the Cat peek with the op that I think a lot of players wouldn't expect. And if he timed it right, he would have been able to catch Skadoodle off guard, maybe looking through the double doors and not even expecting a peek from Cat. But ultimately, it didn't come together. This round, they're going to be still guns up, though. AKs across the board, pretty much individually funded by Elegy, who is now down to only $750. So he blew over 10K this round.
This will be round number 6 here. iBUYPOWER looking to try and string together a few rounds. Justus Pro doing what they can to try and prevent that, though. Planks is right there in mid. He's going to go for the stack. Can they get any damage off? No. Actually, they take a little bit themselves. Peter only brings himself down. Actually, no, Peter is not over there. Excuse me. Peter is all the way at long, rotating back to the platform, and it looks like iBUYPOWER is going to have a free walk up the catwalk right now. No one aggressive on cat, but there are two players at long about to get into a duel out there. I believe that should be PTR and Elegy at long that might get into a duel here. Planks was ready, missed his fire. Daze is going to drop down and try and get the kill, and he does. Almost taking AGM down also. Elegy goes down on a bad push, and that is going to be Skadoodle getting another kill. Peter is out of the way, so now we have Flowsick and AGM. 2 versus 3. AZK is low. If there was a nade between the two, they could get 2 kills right off the bat here. Bomb gets planted. Both players with low HP are actually at long. Steel with 100 HP is going to take down Flowsick. He's going to spray back down towards AGM. Doesn't matter. AZK is there to close the door. AZK with a 2K. iBUYPOWER strings together wins. It's going to be 4-2 Justus Pro.
iBUYPOWER did a good job of keeping as many players alive as they could there, especially since at the end of the round they had a combined 30 HP between the 3 of them. So, as you said, one nade really would have done a lot of damage to iBUYPOWER, but either way, they're now stringing together rounds, and that's really important. Their economy is back in check. Skadoodle is going to not have a gun at all this round, which is interesting. I'm surprised no one gave him at least an AK. They have plenty of money, or he could have even bought an AK. I'm not sure what went on there. I guess just prefers the P250. But yeah, either way, Dazed, as they were dropping off cat, had a huge play taking down Planks. Planks single-handedly ruined their cat play on the pistol round, so by taking him out of the round immediately, they were able to secure the take.
That's going to be Swag out there in the middle, doing what he can to shut down 2 players from Justus Pro. Closing the door, finally, is going to be AZK. Once again, Swag with a 2K of his own, AZK with 1 of his. And that was an echoing Justus Pro taken down by iBUYPOWER at full strength. And once again, Justus Pro going to have to go back onto the eco.
Yeah, Skadoodle's still not buying. There he goes. Now he's buying a gun. I guess they knew Justus Pro was going to be on a save last round. He didn't feel the need to invest in the off that round just in case he got caught off guard with it. But this round, Justus Pro is going to be throwing a bunch of smokes up middle, and they're going to be trying to catch iBUYPOWER off guard. Let's see if it works. The last mid push worked for them, but they had the gun advantage.
They are going to run directly into AZK right there, who just pulls it down, is able to get 2. Steel on the cleanup. That was Peter who traded out AZK, then Steel finally takes him down. And now we have Elegy and Planks left alone in the B bomb site. They're going to try and rotate their way out towards A. It will be a 2 versus 4 here. Gun advantage and man advantage for iBUYPOWER, but the bomb is still lurking a little bit outside long. And Skadoodle, he might have just seen those 2 CTs working up. If not, the player in lower B should have got a call. And it looks like Skadoodle now spots him, so they know for a fact that Elegy and Planks are both long. They're going to be hunting very, very hard at long A. Nope, they're going to drop back. They could get a gun right here off Daze if they can make the kill. No, he takes down Planks, and he's able to take down Elegy right there. 2 beautiful headshots from him with that silenced M4 to tie things up. Justus Pro versus iBUYPOWER 4-4.
Skadoodle did a really good job right there, pretty much assessing the situation and realizing that that 1v2 was not a 1v2 that he wanted with an op on his back. He knew that if he tried to face both those players, there's a chance he might have been able to take down both of them because he's just a pretty sick player, but really an opper should never win a 2-on-1 situation, and by throwing the smoke behind him and throwing the flashes to deter the CTs, he was able to get away and hold on to his op. Elegy opening up this round with a close-range headshot on Steel.
So he's able to frag out a little bit there. They're smoking up mid. They're very aggressive on those smokes right now. That is going to be Flowsick waiting to see if he can get a terrorist to try and push him. As the remaining terrorist team, right there, that's going to be AZK. We're going to have Swag and Skadoodle trying to work their way into long. And the bomb is there now, so all 4 terrorists are at long. Skadoodle's going to go watch the flank. Can he get the shot off? Yes, he does. Takes down Flowsick. And now that's going to be a bid towards the A bomb site. Elegy and his teammate Peter are already on the cat. They know where Planks is over there on the right-hand side of the playground. Let's see if they can get him out of the way early on, or if Justus Pro will capitalize on the fact that they only have 2 terrorists directly in front of them. One is going to be close at the long doors, and the other one is at the midway point. They take down Daze. Now nobody is directly in front of them. If they can keep this rolling, they're set up pretty well here. That's going to be Swag. He's going to push out, get aggressive. PTR takes him down. AGM also on the cleanup. Skadoodle out of the way, and that will be a defuse by Planks to give Justus Pro a 5th round on CT side. Dust 2, Elegy with a 2K, Skadoodle, only terrorist to actually get a frag that round.
A great retake from Justus Pro to retake the lead from iBUYPOWER. Really came down to that play by Elegy and Planks. I'm pretty sure Elegy would have had the double spray down anyway, but Planks did a really good job of getting in that corner box position where I think a player thought he was there originally, threw a nade at him, but because he just stayed there and didn't move the entire time, he gave off the impression that he was no longer there or was never even there in the first place. So he was able to just sit there and bide his time and wait for his teammates to catch up for him, or with him rather. And when they did, he was able to just work with them, pick up a kill with Elegy, and once they had the 4-on-2, it was just them smothering the site and getting on the bomb. So an easy retake from that point. But the 4-on-4 situation was really tough. Elegy, super brave going out there with his M4 and just trying to force an early engagement, but clearly very confident in his individual play because he made it happen.
At a certain point here, what do you feel like, if it is at all possible, can you rattle a team like iBUYPOWER? Justus Pro doing their best right now. They have 5 rounds on CT side. They're winning currently. We're only into round 10 though. There's a lot of game left here, but is it possible if Justus Pro can take this map? Do you think they can rattle iBUYPOWER?
If they can take this map, I think they have a better chance of rattling iBUYPOWER on season more so than really every other map in the game. So yeah, I think a map win here would probably be their biggest map win to date. Wow, just like that, they sold the fake so well on Cat, and they're going to be able to cycle the bomb all the way around into B, where there's no one there to even stop them. The 5 and 2 men who are Planks and PTR, nowhere even close to make this happen, and they don't really even have the money to throw away their lives. So they're just going to have to sit back and save it.
They're going to have to just run out. As later said, they got to go for the save here, but peeking with the op, that's going to be Peter who takes down Skadoodle. That's a big frag for him right there, but they need to escape now because the hunt is coming from iBUYPOWER. So we're going to have Planks trying to watch the longhouse. Then we're going to have PTR opping out. He gets 1 frag. He's going to go for another. I don't think iBUYPOWER really wants to try and peek this again. Steel does have the op in his hands. They're going to get aggressive for this. They're going to try and get these frags right here. Steel up top now with that op. AZK is also going to push hard. Planks is right there, though. AZK has to be ready and willing to try and fight to his left or to his right, and he knows he's looking out that direction. Can he get the frag? Yes, he does, and that is going to be PTR goes down in the pit right there. After the bomb goes off, AZK picking up both those kills. iBUYPOWER has once again tied it up.
Yeah, great play by Steel and AZK. They're having Steel use the op from range to basically give AZK the pit coverage he needed to sneak up on the guy that was sitting by the doors. Justus Pro has a lot of money. Their money is really scattered, but looks like they are opting, because the score is so close, to just save this round, re-regulate their economy as they are pushing along right now. They put a lot of damage on Swag early on. But he did gather a ton of information. Interestingly enough, iBUYPOWER actually opting now to go towards the mid and Cat area. I thought they would just push directly into B off of that, but it looks like this fake play might work out for them.
So what we're going to see here is going to be an eco that we have coming from Justus Pro. They actually answer first. They're going to do a ton of damage to Peter. Elegy, you get caught from his side, and he does. That's going to be Swag who takes him down, so we're all evened up. 4-on-4 here. AZK is around the corner of the Xbox. He goes down, though. That was a team up there from Blanks and Floki, but they're both down now. That was Swag who ended up trading them out. AGM, last player left alive on CT side, Justus Pro, rocking a pistol. Let's snap over to his perspective as he's going to work up mid. Swag is right there. He's going to grab this gun. Can he? No, he didn't. He missed the grab. He's got to see his head right there. He's just barely got to touch him, and he will get the frag. That is going to be 8 HP who was battling against there. Can't do it, though. He's just going to wisely run away. But look at the rotate that we have coming from Swag. Swag knows it. He's going to go over there and try and watch that. Pull that gun out. AGM can't make it happen. Swag is going to take him down with the one-tap AK at the end of that. Swag with a 4K as iBUYPOWER now has the lead on map number 1.
Man, I didn't watch that from Swag's perspective, but just taking a look at his model, it looked like that was a crazy, crazy snap that he hit. And it just goes to show how much confidence iBUYPOWER has in their individual play and in their ability to shoot, as Swag got knocked down to 8 HP really early on in the round. Actually only picked up one frag in that early engagement, and then picked up 3 more frags with only 8 HP. Look at PTR in a great position to catch the iBUYPOWERs as they go down the stairs, and he drops Skadoodle right off the bat.
And look at the flank right there from Flowsick. That was perfect. The setup was immaculate right there. Elegy also to capitalize. That crush on mid and lower B worked out very well. Now all they got to do is get Swag out of the way. He's down to 4 HP right now. They know exactly where he is. One nade pulls him out of the game, but Planks says no nades needed. I'm just going to shoot him in the face, and he makes it happen. PTR with a 2K. No kills whatsoever from iBUYPOWER that round, and they've tied it back up. Justus Pro 6, iBUYPOWER 6.
Man, wow, this is a really close game. Justus Pro caught a little bit of, actually I wouldn't even say a little bit, a lot of luck there with the fact that they ran that strat at the perfect time for iBUYPOWER to fall into it. Having PTR push that little corner and have the rifle right on the other side, waiting for the iBUYPOWERs to strafe out back to them, a genius setup. Not something I think I've ever seen Justus Pro pull off, or I don't think I've ever seen a team pull that move off so cleanly to date. So kudos to Justus Pro as they now take the early man advantage.
This is going to be round number 13 here. We're all tied up, 6-6. Man advantage is going to go in favor of Justus Pro, though. iBUYPOWER, and down to 3 players left alive. Justus Pro with Flowsick, AGM, LG, and Planks here, going against Steel, Dazed, and Skadoodle. Skadoodle is rocking the op currently. On the other side of things, though, we got 2 AKs and 2 M4s. Dazed and Steel both standing there with AKs. They have head armor. They do have the bomb. They're trying to work their way up catwalk right now. That fire is going to land behind them, force them out in the open, and Skadoodle does not care at all, is able to get the shot off, almost dies to the fire though, and iBUYPOWER has yet to push. They're playing this nice smart. Here they go. Now they're going to push, and what are we seeing here at long A? That is going to be Elegy and Planks, and they're just going to go for the hard flank right now. If they get there fast enough, this could really pay off for them. And they know now that they're right there on the catwalk. Skadoodle so very low. Don't let him get those shots, and he does. Planks finally trades him out. Here comes the fire. That is going to get Planks out of the way. Bomb is going to be planted on the A bomb site. We have Steel and Dazed trying to prevent a 1 versus 2 clutch from AGM. And AGM takes Dazed down. Steel is barely going to get out of there with his life. He's going to go grab an op. He's going to try and get this, or prevent this defuse here, and planted in the perfect position for Steel to get that shot off with the op. Takes AGM down, gets the 1 versus 1 clutch. That is going to be a 7th round for iBUYPOWER.
A little bit of a misplay that round coming out from Elegy and Planks opting to flank all the way through long and try to get around the players of iBUYPOWER on cat. Although, to be fair to them, pretty much every time iBUYPOWER looks like they're going to make a take happen and they get an opening frag and they start to open up a bomb site, they do tend to just turn around and go the other way. So on pretty much every other situation, they would have been in a great position to shoot all the iBUYPOWER players in the back. But unfortunately, not this time. iBUYPOWER had a great read after that first pick and somehow just knew that the site was going to be clear. So it was theirs for the taking, and they just took it.
This is going to be round of 14. We are only 1 more round away from reaching the halfway point. Justus Pro might be shocking a little bit of people right now. They are keeping up right now with iBUYPOWER, and they are on a CT side. Generally, this will be a T-sided map here. And look at this mid stack right there. That's going to be Elegy who gets a frag before he gets taken down. There goes Flowsick and Planks also. Swag is right there jumping through the fire, and how did he just take down PTR? I don't understand how that just happened. AGM using the M4. That headshot doesn't get the kill. Dazed is down to 10 HP now. And so it's going to be AGM once again in a clutch situation. This will be 1 versus 3 this time. Sprays over in the corner in case somebody was there. He's going to grab another gun. Going to switch it up to the AK. Take a couple more shots. Nobody is in that corner. Swag is trying to go for his ace right now. Let's see if he can get it. He's got a 4K already. And AGM, no, he's going to save that gun for last round. Run out of there. No ace for Swag this round. That is going to be a 4K for him, and iBUYPOWER will move ahead and officially win the half. So the best that Justus Pro can go for now is 8-7. iBUYPOWER will be trying to fight and get that 9-6 though.
Either way, I think 9-6 will absolutely not be a bad outing for Justus Pro at all. I think, especially with the good start they had early on, I think 6 is totally satisfactory. I mean, I obviously want them to put it all on the line. I want them to pull out this 7th round and make this really interesting. But either way, I think they should be proud of themselves for keeping pace this far in the half. And really, interestingly enough, we've seen Flowsick do the least amount of fragging for Justus Pro as probably the biggest name on that team. And that really is unlike Flowsick. So if he's able to turn it on their T side, or even this round right now to lock up the half, that would be really big.
What we're going to see here is going to be a push out the middle. That's going to be Justus Pro trying to make it happen. LG gets one before the trade out, so now we have PTR and AGM. PTR in a gunfight right now, trying to fight for his life. He's very, very low. Skadoodle is able to take the one gun out of Justus Pro's hands, and they're looking to try and make this a 9-6 half right now. They're in good shape. Peter's going to try and push his way out the double doors with only 5 HP. And a P250 in his hands. No, he's not going to push out yet. Skadoodle's right there with an op. Can Skadoodle make the shot happen? Yes, he does. Switches to the pistol. Brings it home. That's a 9-6 half for iBUYPOWER.
Even still, I stand by what I just said. Justus Pro did a really good job that half. Kept pace with iBUYPOWER, I think, the entire way. In terms of Dust 2 score lines, this is about 50-50. Now, that being said, I fear that iBUYPOWER is going to have a really, really good CT side. So while in a typical matchup, I think this would be, you know, kind of 50-50 good for both teams. I think iBUYPOWER is going to use this to tee off and really start pulling away from Justus Pro. I think Skadoodle is absolutely going to run this match with an op on CT side mid. He's going to be able to control the entire mid side of the map and really put it on Justus Pro to beat the fraggers that are in the A site and in the B side. I'm not sure if they would want to challenge Skadoodle.
No, that's going to be a hard battle to win here. PTR has been using the op very well. I just don't know. He did actually take down Skadoodle once, shooting from B into CT spawn, I believe. But that's a hard-fought battle, excuse me. But what we're going to see now, this is round 16 in total. First round of second half, Justus Pro versus iBUYPOWER. They're going live right now. We've seen the side switch. Justus Pro trying to do what they can. AZK just absolutely saves his teammate Dazed right there. Dazed goes down to 4 HP because he pushed towards behind the Xbox, trying to shoot into the lower B. Almost got taken out right there, and I am now getting a little bit of... No, we're good. Just a little bit of micro stutter for a second there. Flowsick and his teammates trying to peek into the middle. That is going to be Flowsick taking down Swag. Now they're going to push really hard. Can they get AZK out of the way? He gets one before he goes down. And Steel and Skadoodle are shooting from the A bomb site across into mid, trying to do what they can to stop this rush. That's going to be Daze still in the bomb site, though. Doesn't get the kill yet. Flowsick and Planks pushing him. They take him down. Now we have a 2 versus 2 on our hands here. Flowsick gets naded out of the way, though, by Steel. And now they're just going to bum rush in. No, they're... Oh, they are not going to bum rush in. Steel was waiting right there, turned back around, looked like they were going to go through the window, and that was actually a push outside of the B doors, and that was going to be a 2K for Flowsick, a kill for Planks, a 3K for Steel, and the other 2 go to AZK as iBUYPOWER takes that pistol round. Score will be 10-6.
Yeah, Steel, the MVP of that round, made his presence known from the other side of the map, using his positioning really well to get that first frag on the Justus Pro players coming out of the mid double doors, and the retake from him was pretty much perfect. The nade he threw, they threw 2 grand total. The first one was pretty good. The second one he threw, on the money. I mean, it just drilled the player right in his mouth. I don't even know how much damage grenades do against unarmored opponents, but regardless of what his HP was, it should have been a kill no matter what. Either way, he had low enough HP for the nade to kill him, and then just doing a good job of protecting his teammate as they're moving the site, having one player looking forward and the other one looking backward to make sure they didn't get flanked. So really just a standard play by iBUYPOWER, and they just did it really well.
They do have the rifle advantage currently. Daze and AZK just tearing it up in middle here as Justus Pro is going to push right out the doors and try and make something happen. Can't do it. That will be round 17 out of the way, and it's going to be 11-6 iBUYPOWER as AZK and Daze teamed up to get all the frags of that round.
Yeah, Skadoodle opted not to buy anything last round, as he typically does, only held on to the pistol, so he's going to be scoped up this round, and the rest of iBUYPOWER are going to have rifles. I'm sure they know that Justus Pro is going to be buying this round. They did have that bomb plant, so it is going to be AKs across the board. Justus Pro really financially invested at a really crucial point in the game. Losing this round would really do some lasting damage and then pretty much give iBUYPOWER the oomph they need to lock up this game. So a lot riding on these AKs.
This is going to be round number 18 right here. Let's see if AGM and his teammates can make something happen. Skadoodle is going to be looking at the long with the op. He takes down Elegy, and that is already going to be 1 player down for Justus Pro. iBUYPOWER now with the 5 players alive versus 4 from Justus Pro. They do still have guns on that side, though. They got to try and get an early pick here, and it looks like they're going to be trying to bust the iBUYPOWER out, trying to work mid here. But rotating out is going to be AZK. He gets taken down and traded out there after he gets a kill. Can PTR make the mid mid take happen? Yes, he does. He gets swag finally, and that's going to be an open into B. He's got to get into that window immediately, otherwise he'll get flanked, and luckily he got in there. Going to get the bomb planted. Oh, Peter and Planks 2 versus 2 here against Steel and Skadoodle. There's an op on Skadoodle. Steel has that silenced M4. Peter's going to get aggressive. He's going to try and peek. He's going to get a little bit of a read there. Find out that Steel is very, very deep in mid, setting up to get throws into the site. There goes the throws, and now Skadoodle's going to work his way in. He's able to take down Planks. Now, process of elimination. They know exactly where Peter is. He's got to get these frags early. Can't make it happen. Steel will close the door on his face and get the frag there and the defuse. iBUYPOWER is up now by 6 rounds, 12-6 off of a 2K from Skadoodle.
Man, did you see that move that Steel just did right there, where he was checking the shadow of the player that was in the back of B bomb site through that crack?
Through the little bit of the crack, yeah.
Is that new? That crack? I guess it seems kind of dumb, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that move before. That must be a relatively recent change, or Steel is just a genius and I'm an idiot, because that was a great play. He saw the shadow appear for a second. He knew the terrorist was going to be back there and just locked onto him. Really great play by Steel, and great just general game awareness. Dazed, pushed into lower tunnel. Going to be gunning down. I think that was Elegy, right? I'm Flash.
Yes, that was Elegy. That was really close frag right there. Elegy almost got enough damage off to take down Dazed. Not quite enough, though. iBUYPOWER looking to put a stranglehold on this match currently. Justus Pro once again forced into a save here, as iBUYPOWER is really hitting their stride currently. Steel and Dazed shutting down long A. That is going to be a 3K for Steel, a 2K for Dazed, and iBUYPOWER will move ahead by another round, 13-6.
Yeah, Justus Pro is going to be guns up this round, but I think this was the push that iBUYPOWER needed to really close out Justus Pro. They're playing really confidently now. They're hitting their shots. Skadoodle continuing to use the op really effectively in mid, and really can close out a huge chunk of the map. PTR is going to be in a bit of a duel. I guess really a duel with himself, as Skadoodle is not in that area, but Skadoodle actually following suit with PTR. I'm going to be moving that op to Cat, and is able to get a pick just like PTR wanted. That time actually using the strat successfully, though.
That was going to be Flosick who went down to him, and now iBUYPOWER a little bit of a retreat here. They know there's a bunch of terrorists right near them. Actually, only one close on the catwalk, AGM Outlong. He's about to get into a gunfight here with Steel, and not much of a gunfight as Steel just caught him from the side. Planks in lower B, only with 1 HP right now. Elegy is taking some damage too. He's almost out of the way. That's Swag who collapses into lower B. Can he get Elegy? Also, he's going to throw the flashbang. The terrorists are getting completely pinched right now. Elegy is just right next to Dazed. Dazed had no idea who was there. Swag over the top. Can he get Peter out of the way after Peter just took down Dazed? And yes, he does. 14-6 now in favor of iBUYPOWER. 2K for Swag. And Dazed is a little confused.
Yeah, unfortunately running into a little bit of lag. I didn't get it on my end, so that seemed like that
I
was
had nothing there either.
Just him. Either way, this isn't the lag cast. This is the Counter-Strike cast. iBUYPOWER really getting loose with their play, just starting to push once they find that sense of confidence. Skadoodle, interestingly, missing his opening pick. That is kind of unlike him, but a combination of nades actually does get him the kill. So good on him there, taking the early man advantage as the rest of their the terrorists are going towards B.
That's going to be Swag rotating over, able to take down Elegy. Now Planks also there. He's able to get AZK out of his way. Skadoodle rotates back on a good pick right there, taking Peter out of his way. And now we have a 2 versus 4 situation. It's going to be Flosick and Planks trying to work against Steel, Swag, and Dazed, and Skadoodle. Oh, he did. He got a ton of damage off right there. Planks is down to 16 HP. Smoke the catwalk. That's going to be Steel inside the site. He's going to be gunfighting right now. Terra's trying to work across catwalk. Skadoodle shooting over the top. And I just lagged, but I'm assuming by that aim, yes, Skadoodle was able to take down Flosick. That was going to be a big 4K for Skadoodle on the hold to give iBUYPOWER that 15th round, as it's looking like we might be at the end of map 1. Remember, guys, this is best of 3, so we're going to map number 2 as soon as this finishes.
Yeah, Justus Pro started off really strong, but I don't think anyone is really surprised by this outcome. This is what iBUYPOWER does. They get their lead, they get their momentum, and then they just smother. They don't allow you to get any traction after that point. I'm starting to lag a little more over here. I hope this does not become a recurring theme. This time, or this round rather, Steel actually going to be playing at car for the first time, I think, doing a ton of damage to PTR.
Swag is up in the site with an op right now, trying to do what he can to make it happen. He's going to get pinched from all sides. Doesn't matter. Gets one. Goes for the second. Can't collect the second kill. That's going to be AGM who actually takes him down. For some reason, I was stuck on nothing floating around. That's going to be a 4-on-3 now in favor of Justus Pro. Moving up through the smoke is going to be Skadoodle. I do believe, no, yes, he did get hit by the scout right there, trying to jump and make something happen. His other two teammates are rotating off the catwalk right now. This is for all the marbles. Who can keep it alive right here? AGM and his teammates fighting. PTR goes down to AZK. AZK in the push through the smoke. Only one player left to beat. That's going to be Flowsick, and he goes down. iBUYPOWER will take map number 1 as we move to map number 2, 16-6 over Justus Pro.